Hello, my name is Gregory, Heady, Coleman. My friends and my community cohorts call me Heady, so feel free to do that. Hey, today I just want to give you a little bit about myself. I am from Guthrie, graduated high school from here. I bleed Blue Jay blue. In my family, I'm married to a Blue Jay. She also graduated from Guthrie as well. Her name is Bernadette. And we have three beautiful children. I have a son who is a senior in high school here at Guthrie. I have one who's going to be a guest. And I also have a princess at Fogarty. And so we just really enjoy being here in this community. And I recently took the role as Guthrie Chamber CEO President. I'm excited about growing the community and the business and community leaders who are part of the chamber coming together to kind of elevate the quality of life here in Guthrie. And part of that, we've started back our chamber chat where we give exposure to a business or nonprofit or community leader who is a part of the chamber. And part of what we have going is a partnership with the city of Guthrie, where they're coming together and giving us some great exposure on GTV 20. And you can also find this chamber chat on Facebook and YouTube. So watch, share it on Facebook, share it on Twitter as we jump into chamber chat. That's it.
We are on.
Hello, my name is Heady and I am the CEO of Guthrie Chamber. And today we bring you not live. Today we are here for our chamber chat and we have our very own Trey Woods from Hoboken. Trey, if we jump right into this, if you would give us a little bit about your business and share a little bit of your story.
Yeah, absolutely. By the way, thanks for having me and congratulations on your new post at the chamber.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Glad you're there.
Yeah, I'm excited about it.
I'm glad you guys are doing cool stuff like this.
Yeah.
Have us on. We're pumped.
We're glad to have you in Guthrie and have you as a chamber member.
Yeah.
And I hope that we can continue to raise the quality of life of Guthrie America with your investment.
Well, I think you're going to be a good man to see that stuff through.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. I didn't pay him for that.
So a little bit about our story. My wife and I, Mallory, grew up in Guthrie our whole life. Lots of family here. We met in Stillwater at Oklahoma State. We were both students at the time. She was an employee at Aspen Coffee up there, and I was a frequenter of that place, go and do my homework there a lot of days, and we got introduced by a mutual friend.
Yeah.
Fell in love and got married and started working towards the coffee business. We spent one more year in Stillwater as a married couple and kind of planning and starting to see what it would be like to save some money to do our own business. And one of the first decisions we made was to move to the Pacific Northwest. So we loaded up a small truck and packed it full of our stuff and headed out to Oregon. We landed in Eugene. We didn't know anybody. We didn't know where we were going to work or where we were going to live. We were well taken care of. God was with us on that whole trip. You know, provided everything for us. It was a fantastic journey, and we learned a lot about ourselves and what it might look like to do business. Learned a lot about the coffee industry, which was one of the big reasons we moved to the Northwest, where the American Coffee House started.
Okay.
And it was really interesting, the timing-wise, middle of the recession. So Oregon was like one of the second hardest hit states in the whole country, I believe, behind Michigan. And so we got to talk to a lot of business owners about, you know, how they were weathering that, you know, economic downturn.
Yeah.
And we got a lot of feedback from some of the cafe owners about whether or not they roasted their own coffee or not. And the cafe owners that did roast coffee said that it was a big leg up during the downturn, and then the ones that weren't were wishing that they were roasting their own coffee. But you know, they basically said it's just hard to get into when you've already have an existing cafe. It's, you know, you got to have the space for it, you got to have the capital, you got to have the training and the equipment. And they kind of said, you know, if I could do it over again, I would roast my own coffee. And so we kind of took that, and when we moved back in 2010, we shifted our business plan to focus around roasting our own coffee.
Okay.
So that brings us back to Oklahoma, summer 2010. We started working on this space here on Division and Vilas, just a block south of the historic district in downtown Guthrie. Started working on the space. Took us about 2 years to knock it out. Painting the walls, staining the concrete, built a bathroom, built a coffee bar, heat and air. I mean, this building was just nothing.
Yeah.
Worked really hard on it and got open in December 2012.
Okay.
So we've been open almost 3 years.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've had tons of support from the Guthrie community.
Yeah.
We've made tons of friends and, you know, lifetime friends from people that come in and support our business, and we get to see them every day and give them a coffee and give them a smile and a high five and send them on their day.
What are some of the favorite things about when people come to Hoboken? These are some of the things that they mention.
I think, you know, a big thing is just the community that we have in Guthrie. So getting to be a part of that, whether people live here or not, when they come in, they can feel that it's different than some small towns or, you know, a bigger city. They just can feel like that Guthrie vibe, and it's really cool to be a part of that. And then I also think like we try to embody that just with our space and the way that my wife has meticulously picked out so many different things to make this feel like just a really enjoyable place to come and relax and visit with friends and have coffee. As a business owner, trying to really reach out and engage with people daily, and let them know that we love them and we care about them and we want them to have a good day and have good coffee.
Now, not only can people come here and enjoy this atmosphere, take in some good coffee, socialize with friends, but you also ship out coffee, right?
We do, yeah. So we have a really fantastic website that we worked hard on and had some really great assistance with that from our graphic designer, and built us a beautiful site. You can actually go online and order coffee. If you order more than 2 bags, we ship it for free anywhere in the U.S. So we've had coffee go to New York City, Washington State, Tennessee, I mean all over.
What's your website?
HobokenCoffeeRoasters.com.
What are some things that you enjoy most about this community, Guthrie?
I think that it's so unique because of the people that are here. So, I mean, some of our closest friends all live and work right here in Guthrie.
Yeah.
They make it what it is, for sure. Knowing your chamber CEO, knowing the person that manages the grocery store, you know, the health food store, all these things, like, you just really feel like embedded in the community.
Yeah.
It's great, and it's also, it's small enough to where you can really be involved in that as much as you want, and then it's also close enough to some of the bigger markets like Oklahoma City or Stillwater that you don't feel isolated, you don't feel like you're in this tiny podunk town. But it's small and intimate and close enough to get out and have all those activities that you want.
So going back to the business, how do you promote it? Like, what's been the best way for you to get more traffic to Hoboken Coffee?
We try to utilize probably an all of the above method, and I think that that has been great word of mouth just through great customer service. So you know, one of the things that we tell our employees is how important it is to greet people when they walk in and tell them goodbye and thank you when they leave, and just because that's gonna give that person a sense of being there. People knew that they were there, and they're gonna communicate that to their friends. So we really work hard at that. Guthrie being the size that it is, it's easy for us to pick out people that have come in from out of town. So if I notice that you're from out of town, I'm going to ask where you came from and what you're doing in Guthrie, and give them some tips on where to eat, where to shop, and things like that. So I think that gives them an incentive to tell that story to other people, and so that's been a fantastic avenue for us to reach new customers. Social media is great. Having a beautiful website is really great. I mean, you know, the numbers that we get back from Google, Twitter, things like that on page views, it's crazy. I mean, I'll ask people all the time how they've ended up here. And they searched it out on their phones. Even though we're tucked into this small, tiny building, they found it no problem. We really try to reach people that way in the digital age. We're not really advertising in the phone book anymore. We never did that. And so there's some really amazing ways to reach people now. And so being in a smaller community, it doesn't mean that you only service smaller community. You have a huge reach if you utilize those tools.
Somebody's come to your store and they're from, what's been the furthest?
Oh man, Chicago. People driving down I-35 to Texas, like from all the way up. You know, Nebraska and Kansas, Missouri. They're like, yeah, we heard about this place. And I mean, I'm thinking that's wild. And they had enough incentive to pull off the highway. Come check out Guthrie, get a coffee. It's really cool.
What are some tips that you would give someone who is thinking about starting a business in Guthrie?
I would say to be passionate about whatever it is that you're going to do, to plan diligently the avenue that you really want to take, because there's definitely some challenges involved in owning your own business in any market.
Yeah.
So I think one thing that was key for us was just spending those 3 or 4 years before we opened in Guthrie, getting to know people and really being a part of the community. I think that was really helpful because we had a chance to tell our story. Hey, this is what we're going to do. We've got this dream, and people caught on to that. And so the first day we were open, people were here ready to support us.
Yeah. When you hear community wins, what does that mean to you?
That means that, to me, that people are involved, and that whether you're a business owner or you work at the health department or you work at the public schools, having your hands in the things that are going on in Guthrie at all sorts of levels, anything, high school football, just being involved, it's going to build up the community, make it stronger. People are going to want to move here. So right now our hours are Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. And on Saturday you can catch us here from 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. So that's our long day. It's about to cool off outside. Fall weather is beautiful. Come hang out on our deck, listen to music, hang out with your friends.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, I just want to say, make sure you come and check out Hoboken. It is a community favorite. I want to thank the city of Guthrie again for supporting the chamber. Also, we have a website, GuthrieChamber.com. You can go search our members for eating, shopping, retail, real estate, everything. We are here for you at the GuthrieChamber.com. And remember, community wins.